Hi, I'm Parneen Jaggi, and this video is in continuance with the earlier videos on the short story by Catherine Mansfield, A Cup of Tea. Just as we discussed about Mansfield, that she is a well known modernist short story writer from New Zealand and was famous in the literary circle of the Bloomsbury Group also, but died very early because of her sicknesses and diseases, and is very well known for this short story, A Cup of Tea, which is simple on the surface level but has implied meanings when we visit it deeply. Now, when we look at the story of the plot and synopsis of this story, A Cup of Tea, we find that it starts with the introduction of the protagonist, who is a young, rich lady, very rich in fact, Rosemary Fell. Rosemary Fell, a very rich and well off woman who has been married for 2 years to a very rich and devoted man, Mr. Phillips Fell, spends her day out shopping at some west corners of London in the finest of shops. She visits an ingratiating antique dealer's shop that shows her a beautiful small blue velvet box. Rosemary is taken by the beauty of the creamy piece of art, but decides not to buy it and asks the shopkeeper to save it for her. Now, in the introductory part of the story, this girl, Rosemary Fell, is introduced that she is good looking, she is beautiful. Although, if we take her to pieces, if we look at her minutely, she's not that beautiful, but still she's pretty and charming. And because she is rich, she carries herself very well, and she's been married to a very rich man by the name of Philip. So we see her shopping in the streets of London in an antique jewelry shop where she tries to select certain items, and then she tells the shopkeeper to save those items for her. Now, when she moves out of the shop, what happens is out she comes from the shop into the rain, and as she reaches towards the car, a girl approaches her, asking her to pay for the price of a cup of tea. Astonished, Rosemary asks the girl to come home with her for tea, finding it an opportunity of adventure and experience, just like she reads in books and stories of Dostoevsky. She wants to show the girl that rich people do possess mercy. The girl agrees, apart from her great fears, to ride with Rosemary in the car. Now, what happens is when Rosemary comes out from the shop and she is landing on the main road and it is raining and she's about to sit into her car, she is approached by a young poor girl who is almost in tatters. She's hungry, she's feeling cold, she's scared, and she asks for the price of a cup of tea. To which Rosemary responds that she would like to take her home. Now, what is the idea behind this mercy or compassion is that Rosemary is a lady um, who is seeped into books, who is fond of reading, and she is mostly living in a land of dreams. So, in that land of dreams, where the rich people are found serving the society and they are acting as the philanthropists, and that is the vanity they are feeding upon, and that is the one point for which they get praises from the society and from the elite class. All this makes her take the hand of this young girl who is hungry and thirsty to take her home and look after her with great care. Now, this happens is that Rosemary takes this girl to her house. As they reach the house, Rosemary takes the poor girl to the room, asks her to sit by the fire, helps her take off her coat and hat, and tries to soothe her. As she tries to proceed further, the girl cries out that she can't stand it anymore, fearing that she will faint out of hunger. And then Rosemary hurriedly orders tea. So much care is taken about when she takes her to her own home. So this girl is taken to her own private room. She is made comfortable, she is made warm, and but because the girl is very hungry, she wants something to eat urgently. Now, this girl is provided with tea and sandwiches while Rosemary lights a cigarette. Keen to know the story of the girl, Rosemary starts up a conversation with her, which is unintentionally interrupted by her husband, Phillips. He's actually surprised to see a stranger in the room and asks his wife to talk to him in private. So the husband is really shocked to see such a girl sitting in his own bedroom and his wife looking after this girl for no reason because they don't know the girl. So he calls her separately to talk to him. As they enter the library, Phillips begins to inquire about the matter. To this, Rosemary replies that she's just helping the poor lady, whom she picked up from the street. Her husband tries to tell her that she can't have a stranger like this in the house. Facing a refusal, Phillips points out that the lady is remarkably pretty, giving a rise to doubts and insecurities of Rosemary. So now, when Phillips asks her who the girl is, Rosemary says she's just a street lady, poor lady, whom she has picked from the street. Now, the husband has no option. He says we can't keep her in the house like this. So he just throws a compliment for that lady that, oh, she's beautiful. Now, this single compliment leaves a kind of a doubt, jealousy, insecurity in the mind of Rosemary, which actually change her attitude. Rosemary leaves the library and enters the study room from where she picks up some cash. She returns to her room and hands over the money to the poor girl, making her leave the house. So the reaction to the compliment of her husband is that she no longer wants to keep the girl in her house. She takes some money, she gives that money to the girl, and that girl is made to leave the house. After the girl leaves the house, Rosemary joins Phillips back into the library and asks him if she can buy the velvet box, which isn't what actually she wishes to ask. After a pause, she whispers, "Am I pretty?" Now, this is where actually the story ends. After sending the girl away, the girl who was named Miss Smith, now Rosemary again wants to get her security back, sense of security, sense of belief. She wants to get rid of that jealousy that, oh, her husband had complimented that girl. Her husband had found that girl beautiful. So that was something which was unacceptable to her. So after sending that girl away, she comes back to her husband and talks to her about the velvet box she had a look at in the market, and then finally she asks him the important question, "Am I pretty?" So she wants to be complimented back so as to get her sense of security back, that her husband loves her only and nobody else. So this is how the story, in a very subtle and an implied manner, moves from a simple character portrayal to actually the trajectory of human emotions. So we'll discuss the important traits of the story in the coming videos. Thank you for now.